What's up, YouTube? The Premier League is back. Arsenal started off with a 2-0 victory. Now, let's do predictions on the games for today. So we have Fulham versus Liverpool. The new boys versus the runner-ups of last year's foot season. Let's be real. I don't expect Fulham to do anything special. If Mitrovic is their striker, nothing's going to happen. So, I'm going to give this a 3-0 victory to Liverpool. Salah to score 2. And new boy David Nunes to score 1. Next up we have, again, returning to the Premier League, Bournemouth versus Aston Villa. I have Aston Villa finishing 6th this year, above Chelsea. I might regret that at some point. But Aston Villa's done some great business in the market, and they've definitely boosted their attack and their defense. It's looking good for Aston Villa. It does look good for Aston Villa, and they kick off at 3 p.m. Well, all the next games kick off at 3 p.m. But would I say that Aston Villa will get the win over Bournemouth? Most likely. Would they get more than 2 goals? Probably, but I will give it a 2-1 draw. 2-1 victory to Aston Villa. I don't know how you could get a draw with 2-1. That doesn't make sense. Now we go to Leeds versus Wolves. This is a tough one. Leeds have basically revamped their squad, got rid of Calvin Phillips. They sold Rafinha to Barcelona. They brought in a load of players. But then Wolves haven't really done much. They haven't done much work. So it's kind of difficult to say off the bat who here would win. But I'm giving this game a draw. A 1-1 draw. Just don't think either team's going to be completely ready and firing. So that's what's going to happen. 1-1. Newcastle versus Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest. This is a tough one. No, it's really not. Even with the addition of Jesse Lindegaard and the new players that they brought in, I don't think they're ready for the Premier League just as yet. They're going to start off the season with a loss. Newcastle will win this game probably 1-0. Nothing too special. Yeah, now we talk about Spurs versus Southampton. As annoying as it is, as much as I want to say that Southampton will win, they probably won't against Spurs. Son will get the goal. Son will score the two goals. Southampton will score 1. Shea Adams will score the 1 goal. So it'll be a 2-1 victory to Spurs. It is at White Hart Lane, so that does put a bit more emphasis on it. But I'm giving it a 2-1 victory to Spurs, annoyingly. And then we have Everton versus Chelsea at 5:30 p.m. Now, this is where it gets a bit tough because Chelsea they're just buying players now. They're buying defenders more of anything. They don't have a striker. They don't have someone that's going to score the goals for them. And then Everton is just bad. Everton is just bad. Like, really, really bad. It's difficult. This is difficult. But I'm going to say that the 5:30 game is going to be lackluster. And it's going to be a 0-0 draw. It's going to be really poor, really pathetic. But I can't even say 0-0 because somehow Sterling or Mason Mount's going to score a goal. And Everton, again, I predicted them to get relegated this season. So I'm going to say they're going to start off the season really, really badly and lose potentially 2-0 to Chelsea. Just doesn't look good for Everton at all. Now we move on to Sunday's games. We have 3 games for Sunday. We have Leicester versus Brentford at 2 p.m. Now, Leicester versus Brentford. Brentford had a good end to the season. Obviously, thanks to the help of Christensen, breathing life into that team once again. But this year they're going up against Leicester, who are struggling. Well, they're not struggling to keep hold of their players, but everyone wants their players. Now, I'm sure that Brendan Rodgers wants to keep certain people, and we don't know if it's going to happen. But I will say this, that this is going to be a draw. This will most likely be the one game where it will definitely be a draw. Jamie Vardy is most likely going to score a goal again. Somehow this guy is just a goal scoring machine at the start of the year. So I'm going to say it's going to be a tight one, but I'm going to go 3-2 to Leicester. Yeah, it's going to be a really tight game, but it'll be fun to watch. For the neutrals, for sure. Now we have Manchester United versus Brighton. This is one of the Super Sunday games, and I don't know. Man United is that really confusing team that I just don't know who I would, if I would put them to win. It's tough, it's difficult. But then you got Brighton, who ended the season really well last year. Well, I remember them doing well last year. But just because they have Ronaldo, you know when you have that one superstar that can change a game with one kick of the ball? That's Ronaldo. We all know that it's Ronaldo. So Man United are going to beat Brighton, but I think it will be a hard-fought game. I'm actually going to go that United will win this game maybe 1-0. 1-0, nothing special. And then we have West Ham United versus Manchester City at 4:30, where the champions finish off the first week with a victory. This one, look, this one's going to be interesting because you're obviously going to have Haaland starting up top. Then you're going to most likely have Mahrez. I don't know why I try to say his first name for. Mahrez on the right, and you're going to have probably Grealish on the left. Predicting this game is difficult because West Ham haven't really lost any defenders. They've sort of helped boosted their team, but I just feel like Haaland has too much power as a defender, as a striker. His big body, he knows how to use it well when he's going up against defenders, especially two defenders like Zuma and I don't know who else will be the next in the middle with him. But I feel like Haaland will get 2 goals. I think Haaland will score 2 goals this week, opening his Premier League account really, really well. And it's going to be interesting to see how City are going to do going forward. Scary, very scary times. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to go. So let me know in the comments what you think of my predictions. Do you disagree? Do you think that I'm off with some of them? But hey, the Premier League is back. Obviously, we're stopping mid-November for the World Cup, so that should be fun. But yes, let me know in the comments and let's see what is going to happen. But we should be down for some great games. Obviously, Liverpool winning, Aston Villa winning, Leeds and Wolves to draw, Newcastle to win, Spurs to win, Chelsea to win, all today. And tomorrow I have Leicester to win, Man United to win, and